Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. Today I went and I picked up the new Huda Beauty Naughty Nude palette. Now, I haven't tried anything Huda Beauty since her first launch of her rose gold palette. That palette was horrible. I've returned it. I tried it twice. I've returned it. I was like, nope. And I haven't tried a single Huda Beauty shadow since then. But the VIB Rouge sale did happen, and when I went into store, this palette literally took my breath away. I was amazed by it. I just knew that my green eyes would honestly pop with this palette, so that is honestly why I grabbed it. I mean, look at this palette, you guys. If you saw this in store, would you not stop and think twice about it? Because, like, I did. So, with the VIB Rouge sale, this palette is really expensive, but I did get the 20% off on it. This palette is regularly $88 in Canadian and $67 in USD, but I only spent $70.40 with the VIB Rouge sale on it, so I got a little bit of a discount, which was nice to have. So this is the outer packaging. It is just a clear plastic case. Then this is the outer packaging for the eyeshadow palette. I love the colors of this. This is a very Sheena palette, and I think it is beautiful. And then opening up the palette, here is what it looks like. Very pretty. I really like all the marbled shades. And people were going absolutely nuts about the shade Slippery, so we're gonna go get right on into that very soon. I think this palette was absolutely a stunner. So I'm just gonna be doing an eye look, and then I'll be doing some swatches, and then I'm gonna be telling you if I think this palette is worth it or not. I really wanna see how this palette works on the eyes, just because I did have a horrible experience with that one palette before. So I'm really hoping she upped her game with her formula. I know a lot of people are ride or die for Huda Beauty, so maybe this palette will convert me. I don't know. That rose gold palette, the very first one, was an actual train wreck. So hopefully this one is a lot better. If not, I'm going to be really sad that I spent $70 on this palette. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. So just reading about this palette, it's a versatile palette with 18 shades in 5 ultra wearable textures to create dramatic smoky eyes, as well as a variety of natural and sultry looks. It is cruelty free and available at Sephora. I'm just going to show you a close-up of the Slippery shade that everyone was going crazy about. It is pearl pigments just encased in a gloss, and I talked to a couple of people and they said that this is supposed to reference that model-esque glossy look that everyone is going for these days. I can definitely see why people don't like this shade. Looking at it, it looks really uncomfortable. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just swatch these on my hand for you guys. I'm just gonna go row by row just to make it really easy. There's nothing on my hand. My hand is plain bare. So I'm going to just go from the top row here down like. So here is the first row. Those shimmers are actually unbelievable. They are honestly to die for. Here is the middle row. Those shimmers swatch so beautiful. I am so amazed by those shimmers. Even the mattes are very creamy and pigmented. And here is the bottom row. This is the shade Slippery right here. You can't really tell on camera, it's more like a Vaseline-y type of texture, but those mattes and those pigmented shimmers are actually unbelievable. Those are so pretty. I just want to show you guys close up that Slippery shade because a lot of people have been asking about that. So when you swatch it, it's kind of just like a balmy glossy texture with a little bit of pearl pigment in it. It just reminds me of Vaseline, to be honest. Like, a lot of these brands are coming out with these glossy products. Makeup by Mario just came out with one that kind of is the same idea. So now the real test is going to be on the eyes. So I don't exactly know what I'm going to do yet, but we're going to get right into it. So I started off by priming my eyes with Tarte Shape Tape. That is just what I always do. So of course I just went through and did that again. I think I'm going to do a little bit of a smokier look. I really want to play up with these shades, and I'm really getting called over to like this area over here. I'm going to take the shade Untamed here, and I'm going to pack that on into my crease. I'm going to take the shade Naughty right here, and I'm just going to blend that out. And then I'm also going to go into the shade Rough right here, and I'm going to use that just to buff out the rest of it. just taking a clean brush and just going over it now. Those mattes blend out literally like a dream. Like, I'm amazed by how well those blend out. I'm going to take the shade Irresistible right here, and I'm going to use that and just pat that over top of my lid. That is beautiful. I am so amazed. I was a little worried that I would actually need like a glitter glue for some of these, but they are sticking on super pretty and so nice. Just going back in just to deepen up that crease just a little bit more. I'm just going to repeat what I did on that eye to this eye. I really like this palette because it's all about like owning your sexuality, I feel like, and some of the names of this palette just kills me, like Untamed, Slippery, Tantric, Naughty, Provocative, Aroused, Spicy, Rough, Hypnotic. Like, it's just so funny to me. This isn't a palette that I want like my young daughter to have, that's for sure. I'm just going to take the shade Spicy right here, and I'm just going to deepen up the outer corner a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead, finish off the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back to finish off the lower lash line and give my final thoughts. Alright, so finishing off the makeup look, I just added some lashes and just finished off my face. But I'm just going to repeat those shades. So I'm just going to use the shade Filthy and then Naughty and then Rough on the lower lash line, just blowing them out individually. And I'm just taking a flat shader brush and I'm just going to put that all along the lid just like that. And I'm just gonna add some mascara onto my lower lash line. These mattes are blending out so easily that it's kind of blowing my mind, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm really liking this. I might go and add a little bit of liner. For the middle shade, I'm just gonna add the shade Flower Power right here. So here is the final look with the Huda Beauty Naughty palette. I really am enjoying it. I am honestly like shockingly surprised. I wasn't expecting to like this palette as much as I am. Again, like I said, I had a really bad experience with her first one, her Rose Gold palette, so this is kind of a shocker to me. My eyes look so green. They are like popping. It looks so good. I highly recommend this palette. You know, it's Sheena approved. This only shade that I am not a fan of is the shade Slippery. I tried it and I avoid putting it on my eyes. It's just very sticky. Like, I had it sitting on the back of my hand for a little bit and it's just so sticky. Like, I just can't see myself ever using it. So that is the only shade I don't really like. But all the other shades swatch it very beautifully, and whatever I used on my eyes was really pigmented. The mattes really stand out in this palette. I think the mattes really stand out in this palette and I think they are phenomenal. The shimmers honestly really pop. I was kind of expecting them to be more of a like actual like metallic liquid. I was expecting more of, not so much like a shimmer. They are really, really pretty though. They just swatch a little weird in the pan. My final thoughts of this palette is that I really like it and I enjoy this palette a lot. This palette is perfect for my eye color. I love wearing mauve purples on my eyes because it really makes my green eyes stand out. I think the price is a little bit high, which is kind of insane I don't know, I just feel like $88 for an eyeshadow palette is a little bit ridiculous, although here I am, easily will drop $170 on a Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette because I love her and adore her. So I think I might have been converted to Huda Beauty eyeshadows here. Let me know down below what you think of this eyeshadow palette, or if you have tried it, or if you're thinking of picking it up. Thank you guys so much for watching my channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye! Mwah!